Tell me in the comments if you felt the same way about that last part as well. It just felt like it felt like a hug. It felt like somebody hugging me and holding me and telling me everything's gonna be okay. Hi, welcome to the Pitchy Podcast. My name is Stephanie. Today I'm going to be doing a reaction to Pentatonix, Can You Feel the Love Tonight, the official video. Now, I've already done the reaction to this of a live performance that they did. I'm not sure where it was recorded, but although many of you enjoyed that reaction, you wanted me to check out the original video because you talked about the costuming and the visuals, since in their official videos, I often talk about enjoying the fullness of the entire experience of an official video, not only the vocal, but the videography, the cinematography, the costuming, all of that. So I'm very much looking forward to enjoying that today. A couple things to remind you of or let you know if you are new here. I am not a vocal professional. However, I have been blessed to sing in professional spaces, which I believe gives me the unique ability to be able to articulate what it is that I like about certain performances. And so I hope that by my articulating what it is that I like, I will help you be able to give voice to the things that you might like when you hear it. Second thing, this is a reaction video, which means that there will be lots of stops and starts, lots of pauses, lots of my commentary. So if you would like to watch this official video first, it's down in the description, and then pop back up and check out my reaction that will have interruption by my commentary. So without any further ado, let us check out Pentatonix, Can You Feel the Love Tonight, the official video.
There's a calm surrender to the rush of day, when the heat of a rolling wave can be turned away. An enchanted moment, and it sees me through, and it's enough for this restless warrior just to be with you. And can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for this wild wonder that we've got this far.
Okay, first of all, this setting is gorgeous. I love, this is just, it reminds you of the Lion King, the photo on top of like the video case. That's not making sense, but you know what I'm talking about. Like the graphic that's on your video, your cassette, your CD, your DVD, with, you know, like it looking like the Sahara with the sunset and the brush. So that's gorgeous. Kirsty is giving. Go girl. Go girl. She's giving. Scott is actually more toned down than I thought that he might be as far as costuming goes, but I love it. I reacted when I looked over and saw Mitch, because Mitch is giving a lot. He is giving full like daylight into sunset or sunset into like the night sky with the scarf and then the animal print underneath. So like their costuming and their makeup and things like that look great. I I love the way that Scott starts the song. Very reflective, kind of on a more serious tone with his face, and then you give it over to Matt, and Matt, I feel like Matt sings with a lot, and not saying that everybody else does not. Everybody does, but Matt in particular just sings with a smile and sings with joy. I feel like all the time, like every time he's singing, especially when he's singing a solo part, he's just smiling. So that's joyful to hear, and the transition from Scott's voice to Matt's voice was so beautiful because their tones are both kind of round, and neither one of them, let me rephrase, both of them can sing in a very unique sounding tone, particularly Scott. Scott can make himself sound like anything. Matt, I find, has just a very like round, solid voice. There's not really anything texturally to differentiate his voice, but there's no problem with that. What I think was cool about Scott and Matt sharing a solo situation is that because Scott was singing in a more round, I hate to say basic, but not very charactery or textury tone, it was a nice transition from his sound to Matt's back to Scott's. Let's keep going.
I wonder that we've got this far.
I have to say this. I could almost fall asleep to those tones that they were just doing in that interlude. And I mean that. I mean that in the best way. It's so soothing. It's so familiar. It's so beautiful. It's so calming. It's so peaceful that I could literally listen to 5 minutes of them just singing this entire thing in do-do-do-do-do's. Because it just gave me a lot of peace. Like, not that I felt sleepy, but I just felt very peaceful as they were doing that. That was beautiful. Anybody else can take all the peace that they can get these days? Anybody? Come on.
If they only learn that the twisting kaleidoscope moves us all in turn.
Sing, sis.
There's a rhyme and reason
Sing, Mitch.
to the wild outdoors. When the heart of this star-crossed voyager beats in time with yours.
So, Christy and Mitch did the same thing that I was talking about with Scott and Matt. The tones were very complementary so that it did not feel like a harsh transition when Kirsty stopped her solo and Mitch started. It felt just like a natural flow. They're all singing this in a very round, more classical way, like not very proper, but a little bit more proper than like a pop song or an R&B song. And I think that lends well to this kind of song, a more round, a more pronounced, like very pronounced words, very little vocal texture, which means like growly sounds or exaggerated sounds, just very round and whole. And I think that works really well with this song. I love the percussion and the bass that Kevin and Matt are providing as just this beautiful foundation to this song. And again, as any really great percussion and bass, as that's happening in a song, you almost forget about it when it's really good because it's just kind of there. It's just this firm foundation that you almost take for granted. But if you really listen to what they're doing, it's really excellent. Per usual. Per usual.
The heart of this star-crossed Voyager beats in time with yours. Can you feel the love tonight? Tonight, it is where we are. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best.
Okay. I was waiting for that best because I think that's what they did in the live version where she's like, "Bah," and then, ooh. Holleration. Holleration alert. Holleration alert. Yeah, I know that this is an official video, and this is a different kind of official video than some of the other ones they did, because this one is not moving from scene to scene. It's moving from person to person within the same scene. So I applaud their ability to keep up the energy and keep up the real feel of what they're of the performance. It can be hard to do that when you're lip syncing to something and you're not moving, you're not going anywhere. It's not scene to scene to scene. I'm sure they probably shot this a couple times, but it's hard to keep the correct energy and intensity and make it feel real, make us forget that they are indeed lip syncing. They're doing a really good job of that in this performance. But there was something like nagging at me, like, why does this feel different than some of their other official videos? Is because that most of their other official videos that I've seen, they've had different scenes, like, and this one is just in this one scene, which I'm not mad at. It's gorgeous. It's just something a little bit different. Okay. I did not remember that Mitch did that. Did he do that in the other video? I don't remember. I was not ready for that. He's Sing, Mitch. Oh, I know what I was going to say. So, if you weren't sure whether they were lip syncing or not, obviously they are. How you can hear, and that's no shade. That's what you do for an original video. Like, that's what you do when you do a video like this. You don't sing it live. But if you're wearing headphones, you can hear the difference in the volumes of particular people as they're singing, particularly during the ahs section that they did. Vocally, they sound further away. or wider, which is kind of how you want that section to sound. You don't want it like kind of like in your face, like, it sounds more ethereal, kind of like almost as if you're in a church and the sound has a lot of space to resonate. That's how that portion sounded, which is appropriate for the sound that they were making, the ahs. And then when they came back and started singing, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? That was a little bit closer, as if they were just singing with mics in front of them. So that was interesting audibly to hear the difference, but that's also a tip off when you hear production elements like that. That's a tip off that they're not singing live, which again, in an official video, you would not be. But I was not expecting Mitch to do what Mitch just did. So we're going to go back to that part, try to go back to that part and hear him go off, because I wasn't ready for that. Okay, not only did we get Mitch holleration, that note, and what's so funny about it is that Mitch looked like it took no effort for him to hit that note. And as I just explained, they are lip syncing. The crazy part is that Mitch can probably hit that note for real in real life and still look like it took nothing to do. So it wasn't like he was cheating effort and emotion as he was lip syncing that part. If he was lip syncing, they probably are to some degree actually singing along to the track. But it's not as if he cheated in effort. Like it looked like it took nothing, because he could probably sing that note and it be effortless. I love Scott's little run addition as well. You know by now, if you've watched enough of these reactions, I love a Scott rundown, and I'm glad he had that moment. I want to hear that again, because it was just another surprise, and his vocal just sounded really rich. So I want to hear that again.
Tonight, it is where we are. To make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. Can you feel the love tonight? Tonight, the peace the evening brings. The world for once in perfect harmony with all its living things.
Okay, number 1, come through fireflies. Come through fireflies. Number 2, do yourselves a favor and make sure that you listen to that last part. Make sure you listen to that last part with your headphones on, because hearing their 5-part harmony, particularly the bass part, hearing the vibration for how low the bass part was, and hearing the rest of the other 4 parts layer above that, did something to my soul. It did something to my soul. It felt like peace. It felt like peace. It made me feel like everything's going to be okay. Tell me in the comments if you felt the same way about that last part as well. It just felt like it felt like a hug. It felt like somebody hugging me and holding me and telling me everything's going to be okay. Oh, that was good. Thank you all for watching. And thank you for those who suggested that I react to the official video. It definitely provided more for me to discuss, and and I just love their arrangement to the song. And I was honestly surprised by some of the things in this version compared to the other version that I watched that was live, maybe because the arrangement was slightly different, or maybe because I just didn't remember what they did. This song felt like a hug, which was excellent. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you return, and I hope you subscribe, and thanks again. Bye-bye.